Hey mom, you know I would never actually tell you to shut up. That was just a satirical bit playing off the comedic value of a grown son living at home. Oh no, is this thing on? Hey, what's up and welcome back to another episode of I Don't Know a Thing, or what I apparently should rename it, Bad Things Happen in Philly. Not the bad things you were talking about, but still some bad things. Well anyway, enough of you liked and subscribed that I feel peer pressure now to make more content. There's been lots of sport ball being played, some championships were even won, so let's just dive right into it. There's nothing quite like playoff hockey. Playoff hockey. Playoff hockey. Hockey. College hockey. Hello? Hockey. Hey, coach. The greatest and probably least sanitary trophy in all of sports is going to Tampa. The Lightning took Game 6 of the Stanley Cup 2-0 to beat the Dallas Stars for their second ever championship. Braden Point had one of the two goals in the win and led all postseason scorers with 14 goals. But it was defenseman Victor Hedman who brought home the Conn Smythe Trophy, or the MVP. The 29-year-old scored 10 goals and tallied up 11 assists in the playoffs, shattering his career previous high of 14 points. The Lightning looked like the better team in this series, but the Dallas Stars did their best to keep it interesting. I should have known that the Lightning was gonna win. I should have known that the Lightning were gonna win because Adam Chast, a man/boy who knows absolutely nothing about hockey, told me when the series started, Lightning in 6. I don't know why I ever doubted him. I should probably start taking betting advice from him too. Point, Hedman, and Kucherov and the rest of their squad will probably be drunk for the next couple weeks, and you know what? They deserve it, so cheers. Now let's talk about softball. No, not those softballs. Those softballs. The first ever Athletes Unlimited season came to an end on Monday, and we have our first ever softball champion. Now, if you live under a rock and haven't heard about Athletes Unlimited, it's a new sports league that's focused solely on the players. Every out, hit, play, inning, and game win you get adds points to your individual total in the 5-week competition, with new teams being decided each week. The top dog of the tournament actually turned out to be a cat. Pitcher Cat Osterman took home the title, winning 65 innings, tallying 95 strikeouts with just a 1.53 ERA. The University of Texas standout finished nearly 400 points ahead of the second place winner in Jessie Warren, and was just flat out dominant in every start she played. The Cat, I don't know if people call her the Cat, if I made that up, but I'm gonna call her the Cat. Yeah, the Cat. The Cat already has 2 Olympic gold medals and now adds a 3rd medal to her mantle. Now I know what you're thinking. Noah, I can't believe this league is over and I have to wait a whole year for another season of new, innovative women's sports. Well, guess what? You don't have to, because coming in 2021 is now the only American professional indoor volleyball league. Yeah, that's right, I said indoor volleyball, the sport that only the toughest, handsomest, headband-donningest athletes play. You'll get to see the best volleyball players from all over the country play in the same individual competition these softball players just played in. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am jazzed up for this league. I'm talking about Jojo Romero slamming a Red Bull on his arm jazzed up. I can't wait, and neither should you. The NBA Finals are finally here, and it's exactly the teams everyone thought it would be. LeBron James and the Lakers taking on Jimmy Butler and the two cities where STDs are born and dreams go to die are facing off in the battle for the Disney World Cup, for the Mickey Mouse Medal, for the Orlando Orange Bowl of Bubbles Best, for the NBA Championship. We have the super duo of LeBron James and Anthony Davis taking on Jimmy Buckets and his cast of skinny white sharpshooters, a coming-of-age center, and the never-aging Andre Iguodala. This is LeBron's 9th trip to the finals in just 10 years. That's insane. It's also Iguodala's 6th straight. Who's the real GOAT? You tell me.
Shot. Fate of the universe on the line, or the Martians have the death beam pointed at Earth. You better hit it. I want Iguodala.
The Lakers also boast the consistently and constantly disrespected Alex Caruso, along with Kyle Kuzma, Rajon Rondo, and a bunch of other misfits who pretend they make a difference. Shout out to Dion Waiters for playing the long game and getting the ring no matter what. I see you. The series tips off Wednesday, and I cannot wait to see the NBA Twitter world explode after every game. It's going to be a good series. I'm going to take the Lakers in 7. But, as they always say, anything can happen when you're playing a basketball game in Disney World during a pandemic in the middle of the apocalypse. Now, I can't really think of any big national news that I want to talk about. There just doesn't seem to be anything going on. Nothing really comes to mind. Yeah, no. Well, No, nothing really. Maybe. No, there's just really nothing going on right now. But I do want to talk about this, because this kind of bothered me. So if you don't know, Barstool Sports is now moving to Philly, a town they constantly ridicule and call the people scumbags, which, to be fair, most of them are. Now, I have no problem with Barstool. Some of their content I like, some of it I don't. They have their highs and lows just like any other company. With the move to Philly, they are trying to fully dive into our world, and I welcome them with open arms. However, El Presidente Dave Portnoy put out a video trying to pander to his new Philly friends, and he was trying to explain the word Jawn, and he explained the definition and tried to use some examples. The definition he sort of got right, but he absolutely butchered the examples. So let me explain it for you, Dave. Jawn is simply the noun of all nouns. Any person, place, or thing can be a Jawn. Yo, pass me that Jawn. You gonna finish that Jawn? Let's ditch this Jawn. This Jawn's out of pocket. This Jawn's hella weird. Let's get this Jawn out of office. Anything like that. It's just a noun. If you're gonna work here now and pretend to be a Philly scumbag, at least put in a little more effort and learn the lingo. And the only Dave we look up to here in Philly is Davey Dave Luvish. That's right. The Sixers sweater gift dancing guy is Davey Dave Luvish. You dropped this, King. Oh, and real quick. If Barstool moving to Philly is the best thing that's ever happened to you, just admit you peaked in high school at Central Bucks wherever, and let us normal people enjoy and criticize a media company without having to hear a guy with a Saturdays are for the boys flags tell us we just don't understand their humor. Whew, that wasn't even my Philly rant yet. Let's take a breather and talk some football. Have you been paying attention to what's going on in New York? Because I have. And no, I don't mean the disgrace that is the Giants and the Jets. I'm talking about the gunslinging, hurdling Josh Allen and his Buffalo Bills. I am all in on these Bills. Bills Mafia, what do I have to do to join you? Because whatever it is, I'm going to do it. I'll do it right now. Right now, I will go outside and... What's that? Breaks the contract? I was going to do a bit about a Bills Mafia tailgate, but I have been legally advised not to do said bit. What I would have done is... Oh, really? This guy's fine? Oh. Okay. Not liable for any damages. Result in death or injury. Well, alright, Bills Mafia. I'm all in. Let's do it. Toss me the beer. Bills Mafia. The Raiders D won't be able to hold up against this Buffalo offense, but I think it'll be a close one. Josh Allen stays undefeated and increases his MVP chances. Bills, -3.5, that's a lock. Speaking of MVP candidates, we have my pick for MVP, Russell Wilson and the Seahawks, taking on the Miami Dolphins in what should be an easy win for Wilson, Metcalf, and any of the other superhumans they have on their roster. The Seahawks are looking like the team to beat in the NFC, and I'm already counting the days till the Mahomes-Wilson showdown in the Super Bowl. Book it. Pretty safe pick here, and maybe we'll see some Tua action, who knows. Seahawks, -6.5, that's a lock. This is where things turned downhill last week, so let's see if I can right the ship with some of these underdogs. This first pick is for a guy who's used to being an underdog, used to being doubted, looked over, and told to sit on the sidelines until his number is called. And when it is, boy does he shine. The greatest backup of all time, big personality Nick Foles and the Chicago Bears are taking on the Colts as nearly 3-point underdogs. Are you kidding me, Vegas? Do you not see who is taking the reins? Do you not understand that the Bears have now unleashed a fury not even the great Bill Belichick and Tom Brady could stop? Have you lost your minds? The Bears have all the pieces they need to be a good team, and now they have the quarterback to do it. The Trubisky experiment was fun, but now it's old St. Nick's turn to bring the magic to the Windy City. Bears +2.5, that's an upset. The Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins connection has been looking nice so far this season, but I'm calling an upset by the home team Panthers. While he's certainly no Christian McCaffrey, Mike Davis has done a nice job filling in last week and should be able to hold his own against this Cardinals defense. While I think Arizona is the better team, something's telling me the Panthers are going to pull this one out, either on a made or missed field goal. Also, the Cardinals have lost 4 straight to the Panthers, and I like that trend. Panthers plus 3.5, that's an upset. Time for my screw it pick of the week. Alright, hear me out. This isn't a screw it pick like last week where it could go either way. This is more me thinking on the perspective of the Eagles, saying, screw it, we have to win now, or we can kiss this entire season goodbye. This is Carson Wentz saying, screw it, if I don't play my best and pull out a win, then I can kiss any shred of credibility I had left goodbye. Plus, to their advantage, the 49ers do have a long list of injuries, now adding Jordan Reed and Jerick McKinnon to the list. A lot of it depends if they get Garoppolo and Kittle back healthy. Either way, it's not going to be easy for the Eagles. Their season and their dignity is on the line, if there was any left. Look, the Eagles are probably not going to win, but if you have some money laying around that you don't know what to do with, say screw it, take the Birds Sunday night because the payout will be worth it. Screw it, Eagles, plus 7.5. Those are my NFL picks, and you can trust me, because I got glasses on. What year is this? I could talk about the ineptitude of the Sixers front office as we watch the guy they let walk take his team to the NBA Finals. I could talk about Ginger Jesus and the Birds, who have yet to win a game and just tied the Bengals. The Bengals! But right now, I need to talk about the Philadelphia Phillies team that in a shortened season, where 8 teams make the playoffs, they failed to have a winning record yet again and missed the postseason yet again. Did Bryce Harper have a steep drop-off this season? Yes. Did Aaron Nola and Zach Wheeler let us down when we needed them most? Also yes. But the brunt of this blame undoubtedly has to go to Matt Klentak and this Phillies front office for giving up the pile of human garbage that they call a bullpen. Everyone here in Philadelphia knew. We knew that this bullpen was bad and a problem in January. And while he made some good moves with Wheeler and Didi, there was almost nothing. Kazilch, Kasquat, nothing done to improve it, even with the COVID break. And what did this bullpen do this season? Let me sum it up for you. The Phillies bullpen had an ERA over 7. That means they let up roughly 7 runs per inning. They let up over 40 home runs in just 60 games, and had opposing offenses hitting with a .320 batting average, a .395 on base percentage, and .563 slugging. That means the Phillies bullpen made every hitter they faced seem like Joe DiMaggio. Yes, the great Marilyn Monroe dating, hit-streaking Joe DiMaggio. To make matters worse, the Phillies offense was good. They were really good. They had a top 10 offense and hit better than the Yankees, Dodgers, and the Padres. The Phillies had the lead and lost it in 21 of their 32 losses. That's embarrassing. I don't want to see a Brandon Workman, Tommy Hunter, or any of these bums in a Phillies uniform again. And the blame for all their failures falls on Matt Klentak because he knew, and we knew, and everyone who knows baseball knew those guys weren't good enough. And now you have the audacity to let the best catcher in baseball walk after 2 unsuccessful seasons caused by your failures? The Phillies hitters, and especially the Phillies fans, deserve better. This is a fan base that will do whatever it takes to see their team succeed, yet you won't. This fan base had fans outside their stadium every game, home and away this season, to watch their Phillies play, because they had the offense and the talent to give them hope for a playoff season run that we haven't seen in nearly a decade. And the reason we're not there is because of you. Smell you later, Klentak. I think you've done enough to these good people. If you like this video, feel free to not watch the next presidential debate. You don't need it. If you want to know their policies, go to their website. Watching that debate will not help your sanity. Now, if you've ignored the debate, then feel free to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And maybe, I don't know, go out and buy a popsicle and watch it melt and then make another popsicle. I don't even know what that means. I'm sorry, I just work here, man.